I mean, I
All
lost
right.
lost my email and everything. I had to change emails.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So I tried to go on the town website to listen to the recording. Couldn't even do that. It was
Oh,
Okay,
geez.
so we're on YouTube now.
Okay.
So we're ready to go.
Alrighty. We'll start the meeting. All right. We have Al and Tracy, Jack, and Diana. And then we have Ryan Schneid from Friends of Patchogue Forest joining us today. So first is we do not have minutes available, so nothing to vote on. I guess we'll jump to citizen comments. I don't see any citizens on here with us. Tracy, do you know if anything was submitted for citizen comments?
I did get an email. Am I muted still? No.
Nope.
I did get an email. I'm just trying to figure out how to get to it because it's on another tab and I can't figure out how to get out of here. Minimize? No. Alrighty then. I don't know how to make my screen smaller. We can come back to it if that's okay. While I figure it out.
Sure.
Okay.
That's fine. And our only guest for tonight is Ryan, who also is representing Friends of Patchogue. Ryan, if you'd like, can you just give us a little update as to what's going on with Friends of Patchogue Forest, and then if it's okay with everyone, we can jump to talking about the grant, which kind of falls under, I guess, old business / Eastern Connecticut tourism. Kind of falls under a couple of things. So go ahead, Ryan.
Yeah, so we are taking any information from you guys that you want to have posted on our website, along with that's why I was kind of like surprised that we didn't have Sean hooked up with you guys, but with the meeting missing, and I've been so busy with all the stuff going on. I'm also now the new park ranger at night at the forest. So
Wow.
It's been just a lot to bite. I got the vaccination from Johnson and Johnson and suffered a little bit from that at a bad reaction. So I'm still getting my pieces back together on that. So a little upset that we didn't get your tricentennial on there in time, and that just is my fault for dropping the ball. So my sincere apologies. Yeah, we have a very intent to try and get every event that's coming up in ours and everyone's events on our website for everybody to have it blasted. We have their logo on our website, so everything within the grant should be taken care of. He's promoting us on social media like crazy. We're also hooked up with the Friends of Connecticut State Parks and trying to do like hashtagging all the different state parks, because I'm also the vice president of Friends of Connecticut State Parks. So it's really important that we all make that connection so we get on the big picture. So you guys saying you didn't want to have it out there, I kind of think we should have put it out there. I'm against that. I think we should swamp these events because no one even knows who the hell we are. I'm sorry. But that's my God to honest truth. I think that's what we should be doing. Yeah, I'm that's why I'm here. I'm so sorry for missing the last meeting. I actually was sick trying to make the meeting and I just gave up.
Yeah. No, we had technical difficulties last meeting, so that's understandable.
Yeah, so I'm sorry.
Ryan, on that note, and then tying in with correspondence today on the email, we've got registered to participate in the Connecticut Open House Day. On the 17th annual Connecticut Open House Day is set for Saturday, June 12th. And what they're opening up is this is coming from the state of Connecticut tourism business partners.
Yep.
And what they want us to do is they want us to participate in this. I don't know, I can get more in detail now, but I just wanted to jump in here to say that this is something I think jointly we and Friends of the Patchogue Forest should participate in.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I got that email too. I can forward it on. And I did pass it on to the Historical Society because I know in the past they've done stuff on open house day at the schoolhouse. So we're going to try and get the schoolhouse painted. I think that our date right now is June 5th because we think by then the weather will be warm enough for it to have the schoolhouse ready for that on the open house day.
Oh,
So
good.
that would be a tourism draw.
But this is this program is saying that we have, in order to participate, we have to join in them and respond to the how to participate
Yeah, and that's
items here.
that's because when you respond to that and sign up, it's all promoted through ctvisit.com, the website. So when you can do it anyway, even if you don't register, but when you register, it gets you into the promotional, all the marketing parts for the day. So they'll be targeting the different regions and targeting what's going on in those regions for marketing purposes, for tourism promotions.
We should be doing that
And
for the state forest. Yep.
And that's
That's-
June 12th, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. We're also having a garbage pickup in your town that day.
It's
Pretty
free.
big- A pretty big one. Hey, and yeah, it's free too. And it's in partner with the Last Green Valley in the waters. We're going to be taking people in boats and kayaks in like
Oh,
Beach
nice.
Pond and Green Falls and stuff like
So
that.
that's a big open house event right there. Getting
Yeah.
the water.
Which town? Which town? Where's
Allentown.
Allentown? Because we did the field in the.
No, we're doing it in
downtown
boats.
streets.
We're doing it in boats, cleaning up waterways and stuff.
That'll be
Bring your own
fun.
boat. Yeah, we have that. I believe it's on our website already. So yeah, check it out. Social medias are last, and I know that.
And I got the correspondence whenever you're ready for me to do that. I found out how to get it.
Okay. Ryan, are there any other events that Friends of Patchogue are doing?
Of course. Hang on 1 second. I have to go to my schedule. Yeah. Actually, oh no, I don't.
Sophie, can you come put these cookies away before I eat them all, please?
All right. Okay. So Saturday. Saturday, May 1st was the last Green Valley cleanup. June 6th is Trails Day hikes. Actually, Bob Panko is doing one at Green Falls area, a 4-mile loop. On the 12th, we're doing the last Green Valley Rivers cleanup. Sunday, the 13th, we're looking for anyone that wants to do a game of logging. It'll be at Patchogue headquarters. We'll be doing a chainsaw training class that does cost money. If anyone's interested, you would be chainsaw certified to clear trails and take down trees from the trails. Also on July 24th is a moonlight paddle with us at Patchogue Pond in Grizzled. And one more for July is the end of July on the 31st is a Laurel Loop hike at 9 a.m. at Green Falls.
Awesome.
We have them all the way to the end of the year, but I think we'll
Awesome.
stop there.
Yeah.
All on the website?
Nope, I think we're only up to where I stopped on the website.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we stopped by June or July. They didn't want to get ahead in just in case with the COVID stuff.
Yeah.
And we have only a small amount of events in like September. So September and October we could do something if anyone was thinking of anything.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. I so appreciate the invite, and I'm so sorry we didn't hook up sooner.
No,
Yeah.
don't worry about it. All right. So yeah, Tracy, I guess we'll jump back to citizen comments and then we can do correspondence because I checked the mail recently, so we can go through that. And then
Okay.
we'll jump then we'll jump to the grant. That way, Ryan, if you need to get off, then you can.
Yeah, I'm
So
here. No worries.
All right, so we received an email from Charles Dubose, Dubose. I'm just gonna read it. After Tamarac hosted a Renaissance theme party, it got me thinking Voluntown would be well served by a yearly 8-week Ren Fest. And Tamarac being for sale, a fair would be a great steward of that property and business, provided they are willing to keep running Tamarac as a boon for the community during the other 10 months of the year. It might be good to look to recruit an existing fair or wealthy individual who wants to start their own fair. Both the Ren fairs in Connecticut are hosted on public fairgrounds, as are all but 2 others that I've found in the greater New England area. So there's a lot of potential in having one of the few permanent fairs in New England in our own backyard. It would be great to have the EDC help bring someone in for this purpose, especially since I'd hate to see Tamarac go to someone who won't run it with the benefit of the town in mind. And that is the email.
I like the idea and the suggestion. Did he say 8 weeks?
Yep,
Yeah, isn't it like King Richard's Fair, right? It lasts long
yeah,
up there in Carver, Mass.
yeah.
Does
So
it
I could
really
be the
last?
jester if that's what you guys need. Walking around. How much does that job pay as a jester?
That's,
'Cause I can do that for you guys.
I like the idea. I just truthfully wouldn't know where to start.
I
In
can
8
only,
weeks, that's
the hardest thing, yeah, the hardest thing with that property is parking.
yeah.
And that was one of the biggest challenges with the Ren Fair that they had there last weekend was the parking. There's no safe parking on the road there, and the property's minimum for parking. So that's
Yeah.
the challenge.
So along those lines of what Mr. Dubois was getting at was hosting events. I think that's
Oh, yeah.
definitely the way to go. And I heard that they're planning a wing fest in the near future.
Yeah, they have a bunch of festivals coming up
Yeah.
for the summer.
So I think that's a great idea, and we can certainly help promote that in any way that we can.
Especially to help Tamarac look appealing,
Yeah.
because it is really such an appealing area and place.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I think that's a smart idea, but I'm not on the board.
And but well, so I guess the other thing is it wouldn't be smart of us to solicit someone to come in and do an 8-week fair if the new owners don't exactly agree with it, right? Because Tamrac is currently up for sale, so who's to say that the owners are going to want that? So that's, I don't know, that's my only concern. And then, I mean, this is a little off topic, but since it's for sale, I know there's a new brewery.
Mhm.
Is that part of the agreement that their space will be kept? I like what's happening at Tamrac, so I'm intrigued to know.
Yeah, I don't know, because it's I don't know how their agreement works, because they're mutual there. So I don't know how it works.
All right. Well, I like this suggestion. I don't think it would be our place to step in when it's for sale. So, all right. Any other comments regarding
That's the only.
I missed out on that one too. I didn't know that was happening either. Another one I missed. Wow, that was nice. No.
All right. So moving on to reports and correspondence. So I did check the mail as of last Tuesday, or this past Tuesday. So we got an invite from the Last Green Valley to attend their annual meeting, which is taking place at Camp Laurel in Lebanon on June 3rd. So that's in about 2 weeks. And I mean, do we typically attend this meeting? Not that I know of, right?
We can, I don't know if I don't remember.
Depends
We've
on
never
four
been.
people goes.
Yeah.
we usually go. I'm doing
Okay.
archery. I might be doing archery on this one. It's right in Lebanon, so it's not far. Sometimes
Yeah.
they're a little bit further away, but yeah, no, they're a good time.
Yes, we do. We've had somebody from the EDC attend that, their meetings in the past.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would anyone, oh, okay, hang on. The only
If
issue is that,
I'm pretty sure I'm going. I'm pretty sure I can help represent you guys.
all right,
That'd be great. Yeah.
yeah, I was just, that was my next question was, would anyone be interested in going? It starts at 4:30, so it is in the evening. Starts at 4:30 with optional pre-meeting activities. And then at 5:30 to 6:15, they have a picnic dinner and picnic dinner. And from 6:15 to 7 is the annual membership meeting and award ceremony. So it's $20 per person. The RSVP is today. So, we can try and sneak it in tomorrow if someone does want to go.
I'm sure they'd be fine with that.
Yeah. But they have some vegetarian options, roast beef and cheddar. So they have sandwiches pretty much. So is anyone interested in going on behalf of Allentown EDC, aside from Ryan? All right. So we'll move on from that. I received for Valentine Farmers Market, Miss Behaven submitted their application. And Tracy, are you keeping, just remind me, are you keeping copies of everything that comes in?
I just have the hold harmless or proof of insurance on file, and everything else I've been putting for you guys to keep track of.
Okay. All right. So I do have, sorry, you said hold harmless.
The hold harmless and the insurance.
Insurance. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I sent a list. I sent a list of all the ones I had already.
Yep. Okay.
Mark, what we have done in the past is I put up a 3-ring binder and with the tabs in there and bring that to the farmer's market with
Okay.
all that information in there. So if we have to contact that particular vendor, we have it readily there at the market.
Yep. Okay. All right. I do have all the applications that you sent me. I just can never remember if you keep copies. So right now we
I
have,
don't need them, so.
okay. We have Miss Behaven, Country Comfort Cooking. We have,
I don't think it has a name. I don't think they have a vendor name, one of them.
yeah.
Pots and pans one.
Yeah, Beverly. Yep, cast iron pans, pots, pans, crafts. Okay.
She said it's just pots and pans and maybe like kitchen tools. She just put
Okay.
crafts because that's what Vinny told her to put.
Good. Speaking of which, we should try and get Vinny on the next meeting so we can.
I talked to him today, Mark.
Okay. All right.
I asked him to come to this, but he says he's so tired. He gets up 4:30 in the morning, but by this time he says 7 o'clock he's in bed.
Got it. All right. Well, we'll circle back to that for the farmers market. And we have BZB. So right now we only have 5. So who we're missing?
Emily and
Yep.
Vinny.
Emily, Vinny, and then we're also missing
BZB?
BZ, oh no, no, okay, yeah, we
Oh, the
have
oil.
BZB.
Maybe the oil people, are they come? I don't know if they're coming this year. Did we hear
They
from?
didn't come last year, but I was thinking of BZB, so we do have BZB.
Good.
So yeah, I guess we're just missing for Staples. We're missing Vinny and Emily. So, Tracy, do you know if by chance Emily is returning?
Yeah, she is.
Okay, all right, so that's good. And then I would assume Vinny's returning as well. We have 3 months of, or 3 volumes of the Preserve Connecticut News magazine. I've not had the chance to go through them, but I have them here for anyone that is interested. So, and then let's see, I have financial. We have as of May 5th, I have updated budget and account details. We'll circle back to that. Then let's see, I have something from Preserve Connecticut. It is, so it's just saying, just asking us to renew our membership. Do we want to look into renewing our membership for Preserve Connecticut?
I believe so. Yeah, that ties into tourism and in that line.
Okay. Okay. They don't say exactly how to, but it lists a website. So is that something that I would just do, or
I can check with Julie because I don't know if they send her I don't know if Jack knows if they sent the bill directly to Julie or how it was renewed before.
Okay, I did lie, or I didn't lie, I just didn't know. They included an envelope, so
okay,
it looks like
just give it to Julie.
Okay, yeah, it looks like they want a check.
How much, Mark?
They have different types of memberships. So do we know what we have been in the past?
The minimum.
Well, are we considered a business?
No, read them off, Mark.
Okay, all right. Well, there's like 12 of them. So,
Well, Julie would.
Yeah,
know
Julie
what was
probably
done in
knows.
the past, yeah.
yeah. So there's for basic memberships. I mean, there's individual, which is $40. There's family, which is $50. Okay, nonprofit municipal, which is $75. Okay, so
That's
what
us.
it would be. Yep.
That's us, yeah.
But then there is preservation circle. I don't quite know what that is. But that's Heritage Partners, $100. Preservation sponsor is $250. Preservation patron is $500. Chairman circle is $1,000. And then there's also business membership, which is basic $400, enhanced $250, elite $350. So yes, we would be nonprofit municipal for $75.
Yeah.
So
That's when we went, yeah.
all right. So I will hand this over to Julie next time I stop by. Okay. And then the last thing is, it looks like a bill from 999 Main Street.
That's for the website, so just give that to Julie too.
Okay. It's a bit old, but It's a total of $533.59.
That sounds like it's for the whole year.
Yeah, it probably is, because they weren't sending bills. Julie had said she didn't get any bills from them. So,
They're trying to get something in before the end of the fiscal year for us.
Yeah, well, we might need clarification because at the very bottom, they hand wrote through 12/31/20. So I think this is for last year. It's all of last year.
it's all of this fiscal year. From 20,
From July 2020
Yeah,
to the end of June 2021.
but that's not what it says. So they have a list of dates. So they have a balance, or they have an invoice date of January 19th, 2020, and there's a separate invoice number for each date. So, okay,
you can
there's
give that to Julie too, and she can look
Yeah.
it up and see if
Yeah.
what she's paid and what she hasn't, and she
Yeah.
can talk to them.
Yeah, but it does not. I guess that's what I'm saying is we might need clarification because they wrote through 12/31/20. So I don't know exactly what that means because I would agree. Like, is this just for last year or is it through the fiscal year? So we'll just need clarification with that. And then I will save the finance stuff until we get to the budget. So, all right. Moving on to the grant. So the grant that we were awarded needs to be completed by June 30th of 2021. So we have a little more than a month to wrap it up. So that's why it's important that we start the wrapping up process. Ryan, I don't know if this was intentional or not, but I think you guys have actually met all of your like goals. So I don't know if you remember, but in our proposal, we had to put goals that we were hoping to achieve, like, and yours were all pretty much social media.
Yep.
So let me see if I can pull them up. Have you guys hired a social media manager?
Yeah,
Okay.
we've already paid him for the 6 months. We paid him in full.
Okay, good. So basically your portion
The
of
check was
the,
cleared. We
What's
cleared
that?
that check. We cleared that check months ago. Yeah.
yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah. We paid him in full.
You received,
And he's been doing it. Yeah.
okay, you received the check from the town?
Oh, no. From your town?
Yeah,
No. No,
Okay.
we paid the digital SRH digital that were he's a digital advertiser. That's what we paid him. And he's been promoting us ever since.
okay. So there should be a reimbursement check. We basically, this grant, we've already received the money.
Okay.
The town has. So
Good.
I'll
I was worried about that because I was like, where's our end of it? How'd this
Yeah.
No,
that?
we're gonna
Okay.
get it to you if we hadn't yet, because I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, no, we haven't even talked yet. That's cool.
Yeah,
I'll follow up with Julie and
Yeah.
and
Wait,
See
Julie's
if she
gonna be
can-
busy.
this is how it is at every meeting for her. Unfortunately.
this is why we love Julie.
That's why she's the finance
right.
director.
Yep. So okay, yeah. So it basically just to recap what was in the proposal, it says December 2020, you guys were to hire SRH Digital Ad Ventures, and they would let's see, and they would promote all all community events, Friends of Patchogue Forest, Voluntown EDC, like all community events across
We
all
didn't get with
major
the
social media.
tricentennial was the only thing that we slept on because we didn't get to meet and get all
Yep.
the particulars on it. But yeah, no, we were promoted, but we didn't really have much going on because of the COVID
Yeah.
thing.
Yep. But yeah, so you were just going to promote it across all social media platforms.
Oh
Let's
yeah,
see.
it was.
And so your measurable goals were to increase followers on Friends of Patchogue Forest Facebook by 10%
Okay.
by December 31st of 2021. So your
That's
Facebook,
by the end of the our year. Okay.
yep. So that's a total of 102 new followers. So as of October 2nd, 2020, you guys had 1,024 Facebook followers. I think I checked a while ago and you guys have already exceeded that. If I
Oh,
remember
Andrew checked
correctly.
us, man. Oh man, I was just putting it down to go have Andrew checked us for me. Thank you. I was gonna
So-
check. All right.
So pretty much, yeah, you guys are all set. You
Yeah.
just had to check on your way, pretty much.
All
For
right. Yeah,
us-
no, I can ask Sean. He can punch it all in and give it printed out for you. I was gonna have it all nicely sent to you.
We
you can
probably
tell me.
will. Yeah, so
Okay.
that would actually be good. We could use a report.
Okay. All right, good.
But yeah, I think we're in pretty.
What were
good
the
shape.
2 dates? Because I got talking and I didn't write that down. What were the date frames you needed by just this year, right?
So well, okay.
December 21.
Yes. So your specific measurable goal was to increase your followers by 10%.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So October 2nd of 2020, you had 1,204 Facebook followers. And now by December 31st of 2021, you need to add 102 new Facebook followers.
Okay.
So,
Got
but we do need that report. Let me circle back. Ideally, we should submit this in the next 2 weeks, I would say. So if you can, as long as you've exceeded your goals or met your goals, just send us the report. As soon as you can.
We'll do.
All right.
We'll do. You want dates and specifics and all that too? Can't hear.
Sure.
I'll
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
if we can include it for.
Yeah. Whatever he can include. Maybe a couple snapshots or something, blurbs of events that you have promoted.
Okay.
Just to show that we were promoting events.
Yep.
And then for the EDC portion of the grant, so I will follow up with Ryan from Eagle Eye and have him wrap up the photography. It keeps slipping my mind, but I will do that. So that way he was going to provide a video, like a promotional video for us, and all of the photographs, like a portfolio of all of his photographs. So we can wrap up that portion. And then the trail maps. Let's see. By May of 2021, which is current, our goal was to have the trail maps sent to print. Jack, do you know if that's happened?
It is.
Yeah.
It has.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yep.
he expects to get it back next week.
Okay.
What I would add, Mark, is that he sent a back and forth example of for approval,
Yep.
and maybe you can use that example that was approved by them in your report.
Yep. Yeah.
And then-
So
so that
that's
would-
great.
Yeah,
Oh.
so that would be proof that we've completed that part of our obligation.
Yep. Yeah, and then by June of this year, we hope to distribute the trail maps throughout the Patchogue Forest area and surrounding communities, just in time for peak tourism season. So,
And I just got an email today too. I was going to talk about this under tourism, but the tourism centers are opening up again, and they're requesting for everyone to drop off their flyers.
oh, perfect.
And they're saying it from between 250 to 500 flyers. So
Great. So we are.
anytime they can get dropped off.
Yeah. Okay. We're right on track then. So that's good. All we need to do, which I will do, is follow up with Ryan from Eagle Eye to submit his portfolio. And then let's see, let me just skim through this real quick. So yeah, there's just a
Mark.
final, yep.
When you're talking to him, make sure he sends in his invoice
Okay. Yep.
before June 30th.
Okay. Yep. We can definitely do that. Yeah. So pretty much, we just need to, final report needs to be, just needs to be completed, when the program is complete. So I think we have 60 days after June 30th to submit our final report. But we can probably submit it mid to late June. So okay,
Yeah, probably.
we're in good position. So all right, that's
Thank you.
anything else regarding the grant?
Yeah. Does the report have to be on letterhead of mine or yours or both?
Good question. I don't know. I will look into that and I'll reach out to you once when I start working on the final report. I don't see like it. I don't think they've sent out like if it's a document or what exactly it is. So I'll inquire, and then once when I find out, I'll let you know.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yep. All right. Any other questions or comments about the grant? All right. All right, Ryan, feel free to stick around if you want, or I think we're all set. So.
Okay.
All right. So moving on to the farmers market. We went through all the applications that we have, so we just need to follow up with Vinny and Emily. Would anyone like to follow up with them in regards to submitting their applications?
I can talk to Emily. I talk to her almost every day.
Okay.
I'll check in with Vinny.
Okay. Aside from, okay, so, and then are we having performers, like music performers this year? I think we should.
We have it in our budget, right? We had $1,000 in there, $1,050 in our budget.
I couldn't remember if we put it in the budget or if we were waiting for sponsors.
Yeah. Farmers market expenses. Is it broken? I don't know if it's
$75 times 13, $1,050, I think it was.
Well, what I'm looking at is I just have the the line items. It's not detailed, so it just says farmers market expenses, and there's $2,602.56 remaining.
Yeah, it's in there. It's in there.
This fiscal year.
The big expenses are for I think it's about $400 or $500 for the porta john there. the signs, and then the $1,050 for our entertainers.
Okay.
$75, for every Sunday, the 13 Sundays. So that's it, Mark. Good, we got it there.
Okay. Yep. I'll add, now that I think about it, I will. No. Okay. Hang on. All right. It must be in there, but when we did our budget, we didn't do a detailed budget. So, okay. I'll take your word, Jack. In addition to the budget, yes, I do still want to try the sponsors. I haven't had the chance to do the packet. But I started it. I just haven't finished it. I'll try and get that done as soon as possible. I'll send it out to you guys just for approval. If I remember correctly, the plan is just to do like I think it's like $100 per sponsor, and you pretty much just get to sponsor a market is what I'm calling it. If I can just find it real quick. But the idea is, to make it affordable for everyone, even the small businesses. So I'm thinking $100 they should be able to, do something like that. Okay, here we go. So I have just the proposal, so we can change it. But so it's called Sponsor a Market, and you can sponsor 3 markets for $300, 2 markets for $250, or 1 market for $150. And when you sponsor a market, your company name and logo is displayed at every market on a shared banner. We'll provide brief recognition during the musical performances, an opportunity for your company to have a promotional table at 1 market each month, and then your company name and link on our Voluntown.biz website. So that's pretty much it. So I'll wrap that up. I'll get that completed. I'll make it a goal to get it done in the next week, and then we'll just send it out to local businesses and banks. I'm thinking, pretty much the local businesses such as Bronson's. We can do a Town Grill. I don't know if I know the new building or the restaurant, the diner across the street from the elementary school. If that's open, we can inquire with them.
Sunday's Market.
Sonny's Market. Yep. Sonny's Market. And then I was thinking we could reach out to maybe Fleming's, just down the road, since it's agricultural related. And then any local banks is pretty much. Oh, yeah. And also, what is it called? Tractor Supply. So.
How about Econ Turkey Farm?
Good point. Yeah.
Yep. That's a good idea.
In Buttonwoods?
Yep. Yeah. So I'm open to anyone, but I was just thinking, we'll start with those, and then anyone that you guys suggest, we can send one to. So, all right.
Mark, go back to the entertainment part of it.
Sure.
As I recall, in the years past, we always tried to get out to them and line them up in January, February, because their schedule gets filled up pretty much. You've got a lot on your plate right now. Would you like me to try to reach out for those fellows we had before, or do you want to do that? Or what do you think?
I would greatly appreciate it if you can reach out to them.
Okay.
And to actually make it easy for you.
Yeah, email me your list and phone contact information.
Yep, exactly. Yep. I'll send that to you, and then then you should be good to go.
Thank you.
Okay. But yeah, if you could do that, that would be great, Jack.
Yep.
Let's see what else about the farmers market. I guess COVID protocols. There won't really be any in place unless we hear otherwise from the state. Jack or Tracy, have you heard otherwise? If there are any to
No,
be, yeah. Okay.
No,
it's outside, so
Yep.
we're good there. We don't have to do the one-way thing. We might just want to still have like hand we had that every year anyway, like
Yep.
hand sanitizer and stuff, so.
yeah, I don't even think we need to put up any signs or anything.
Nah, not
Yeah.
unless anything changes. We
Yeah.
should be good.
Yep. Yeah, just said, whatever guidance that the state releases, which I feel like they would have by now because there's some farmers markets that have already started.
Mhm.
So that's that will be nice. So and then let's see, is there anything else? Oh, Al, the signs. Any updates with the signs?
No, I dropped the ball. I'll have to, we make I'm just gonna order some, or we can put a sticker on them. I don't know how many we've got left.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, you had mentioned the whole sticker thing. I don't think we were able to recover all of them from last year. Like right now, I only have 2.
There was
Oh,
a whole bunch, Mark. We put a whole bunch of them in the little shed behind the school.
Okay.
We
Well,
went around, gathered them in, and we put them in there.
okay. Well, I have 2 in my basement. They're in questionable
can-
condition.
I can go and check if you wish. I can go and check.
Well, I guess truth be told, I think it would just be best to order new ones. That they're not all that expensive.
I can do it. It's no big deal. I was, I got sidetracked, guys. I'm busy working, that's all. So, but never mind, I will talk to the guy tomorrow and just, I think we did like quantity 10 last time.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what does everyone else think? Should we
We
vote?
have it in our budget for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Okay.
like, or if you're looking for signs, I have tons of old campaign signs if you're just throwing stickers on them, but it's a lot easier just to order new ones.
Yeah.
Tell
Yeah.
you that from trying to redo signs.
Yep. So okay. Al, do you remember how much it costs?
I don't know, 'cause I just paid for it. So I said, don't worry about it. I'll foot the bill. No big deal.
Well, we
I just
have
need
the
to know the
money.
quantity. It's
We
like
have it in our
10, right?
budget, so.
we have to
Do
spend.
we
it
have a
anyways.
budget? I don't know. Isn't the town meeting coming up in a couple days? We might need every dollar we got. I don't really know. I
That's
wouldn't worry
for
about it.
next year.
That's
it's
next
just-
year.
It's just pennies. I mean, it's easier for me to pay because I really don't know how it would all go about with the town and getting a check and all that stuff and 30 days later and whatnot. I don't know. It seems like it's a lot easier if I just do it all and don't worry about it.
Well, you can do it, and then whatever
Receipt.
receipt you get, you can
Alright.
either send it to me or send it straight to Julie. And Julie will.
It's okay. Well, we'll figure something out. But let me get them ordered so we've got them. Okay.
All right. But okay, fine. How about this? So we should vote just so you don't exceed a limit. I'm pulling this number out of the air, but I think 250 with that should cover it, right? They're usually about $10 a piece, but you're only getting 10.
Or unless
go-
you get 10, then they're like $30 a piece.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's good. Okay, it'll be fine. Okay, just
All right, fine. Well,
I'll just order it. and
should
get
we
it
make a
done.
motion not to exceed a certain amount?
Sure.
All right. Can I make that motion or?
Go ahead.
Okay, make a motion for Al not to exceed $250.
Second,
All right, all those in favor?
All right.
aye.
All right, all those opposed? None. All right, so don't spend more than $250.
Okay.
All right, anything else regarding the farmer's market?
Yes. We got from the Department of Agriculture, an invitation to submit a grant request for in connection with the market. And they narrowed it down to, I believe, 4 focus questions that we had to conform to and answer. And in each and every one, I personally felt that it was just not applicable to what we're doing here. So as far as I was concerned, that was a no starter, and it was a disappointment. I sent that out to everybody, and that's the way I felt about it.
Yep. I did read through it as well, and yeah, I agree. I don't think there was anything applicable to us. It was you know, a couple of the questions off the top of my head was I think it was something like how to support the supply chain for farmers or something like that. Another one was about inner city, I think, or like heavily populated areas.
And then that diversity thing again with the you know, coming from the liberal end of politics. I felt really disgusted when I saw that.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't think there was anything that was applicable to us. So
And that's all I have for that. That was disappointing.
yeah, is that the same grant that we used to get?
Yes,
is that
but now they've they've got their finger in it and stirring it around, and you know, it just leaves us out. But
Yeah.
they did, honestly, they did put in there the fact that if you have to put in, and they're going to evaluate on how many years prior did you receive this grant? And of course, we were receiving it every year. ever
We
since
were
they
like one
started
of
putting it
the,
out.
yeah, I think we were one of the first. We did it like right when they first were starting to do farmers markets. So I think we were when the pool was smaller, and now more people are doing markets. So
Yeah.
there's more people in it.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet there's probably close to 100 markets throughout the state, I bet.
Yeah.
So
And I think they said the limit was only going to limit it to awarding 20 grants, something like that,
yeah,
but no more than $49,900 per grant.
okay. Yeah, so it's gotten probably pretty competitive, I bet. So all right.
But on the plus side, well, I don't know if it's a plus side or not. We are a distressed municipality now, so that ups us in the grants.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
So
Wait,
it gives us
what?
extra grant points.
We're
distressed.
distressed.
Yeah, distressed
Mhm.
municipality. It was a surprise actually, because I have to get all the information because I'm gonna have to talk about it at the town meeting, and it's been a while since I read it, but it's based on information from 2017. I don't know, like not very recently.
Yeah.
And they base it on a whole bunch of criteria, and I could be wrong, but I think some of the things were like, how old are the houses in your town? Like if the houses are over, like built in like the 1930s or I don't know. It's like, it's the criteria
Yeah.
on it is just very like all over the place on how
Yeah.
we ranked it. And this is like from years past, not even like now. So.
Yeah. Well,
But
like
it
you
does
said,
gives us extra grant points.
Yep.
So,
Yep. All right.
so go ahead and apply.
Right.
I'm thinking about making T-shirts. Distressed, right? Okay.
And we get 230, I can't remember off the top of my head, $230,000 for grant funding for it for next fiscal year.
Oh wow.
But it can't be spent on anything in the budget, and half of it has to go to COVID. So
Okay. All right.
it's like, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yep. All right.
That's a lot of masks.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else regarding the farmers market? All right. As far as Facebook, I don't have any updates.
I
Tracy,
keep
do you?
forgetting about it.
Yeah.
It's been slacking. I posted a couple of things on federal or state grant opportunities
Mhm.
for COVID funding for businesses. So when I come across those, I post them. And I've been meaning to post when we get to tourism, there's tourism stuff, like for
Okay.
businesses for tourism. So
Okay. All right. All right. I guess we can move on to the website. So valentine.biz. Any updates
same with
there?
that. I've been, for some reason, like the page that I had all the farmers market stuff on, like vanished. I don't know what I did with it. So it's not like all the applications and everything are still there, but every year I posted like the vendors and like the events on a page. So I just have to recreate that and start putting the vendors up there that we're getting. And for the farmers market part, and then for the other part, I've been adding any of the grants and stuff or business information for COVID I've been putting on there too, so.
Okay. All right. Anything else regarding the website?
Nope.
All right. Business development / planning and zoning. I don't have any updates.
I think they met with, they met with the developers for the new brewery, or not the developers, but they went over with the plans for the building and stuff. I don't really know exactly. It didn't go in a bad way but that's going forward more. And
This is in regards to building the new brewery,
The new
not the
one, yeah.
brewery that.
not the one with the Tamrac, but the new
Got it.
one.
Okay.
And
This is Al B, right?
yes,
Okay, good.
and for the town, we're working on the affordable housing. Every town has to have an affordable housing plan. So we're working on that. And that has to do with zoning for different types of housing. We're looking for volunteers to be on the committee for that. And that's all for planning and zoning that I know of.
All right. And then business development, I read on Facebook that there's a new diner opening up. Opening up in the old what was it, Chickies diner building.
Yep.
So that's exciting. And it looks like they'll have just about full day hours, so breakfast through the evening, and ice cream. I'm excited about that. I love
When's
ice
that
cream.
opening?
I don't know when they're opening because they have, they just came in and got all their asked questions about building permits and all that stuff. So I don't know when they're
Okay, I didn't know.
When they're
Sorry,
gonna be
perked up
all-
thinking home cooked meal, local.
when they're all going to be complying
Perked
with
up when
all
I heard
that.
ice
so.
cream.
It's
Yeah.
getting happy. Like, a home cooked meal? Wow, I
That's where I
can do
always
it.
see Marcus at Econ.
Yeah. I was there today. Picked up some more ice cream. I drive by it every day now.
Jealous.
Yeah, I did read that. I think they were hoping to offer ice cream this weekend as part of the celebration, but since they just picked up the permits, I'm assuming that won't be happening. At least not.
Oh, one thing, I don't know where this falls under, but when you just said that, it reminded me. Food trucks.
Oh, yeah.
If anyone is having an event, this is for everyone to remember, if anyone's having an event in town with a food truck, the food truck has to be licensed with Uncas Health, and it has to be gone through by the fire marshal. Like he has to, depending on, he knows more about this, but depending on the what it cooks or what it kind of, whatever it uses. It needs to be inspected too. So
Okay.
something to keep in mind if there's anything going on with food trucks.
Does an ice cream truck fall under that?
The food truck would with the Uncas Health, but probably not with the, I don't know though, because it's usually depending on how they cook, like gas or whatever,
Yeah.
stuff like that. But for the fire marshal inspection, but with Uncas Health, anything that sells food has to have a license.
Okay. Okay. All right. Moving on to, or does anyone else have business development? All right. Moving on to Eastern Connecticut tourism.
All right, tourism. So one of the biggest things that we need to get across to businesses, and I've started emailing them, like I emailed the Tamrac. I think they're the only one I got to so far. But to let them know that the marketing money that the state is using and that the Eastern Connecticut Tourism District is using, a lot of that's going into marketing from the ctvisit.com. So we're strongly encouraging every business, every organization to make sure that their ct.com page, it's free, and make sure that your photos are updated and are gonna capture people. Make sure you post your events on there, because when the tourism marketing agencies are looking for specific things in an area to promote, like say they want to do like family friendly events for the weekend of whatever, they're going to look to in Eastern Connecticut, they're going to search that in the ct.com, and they're going to pull up things that fall into the category they want to promote. And the same with the restaurants. Like if they're looking for like the best pizza or burgers, they're going to look for restaurants that are highlighting on their page that that's what they have. So it's very important to get to the businesses and places that have events to make sure that their ct.com listing is updated, and they're posting events. If they have options to post deals, like all of that stuff, it's all free for them to do. They just have to have someone do it. So
Okay.
like same with the campgrounds, they need to like make sure they're having photos and a page that looks like it's used. They can link their Facebook page, they can link their social media to it too.
Okay.
So,
Is that something that Friends of Patchogue can join too to
I
promote
think they
there?
have a page. I think Sharon set it up before,
Okay.
someone, so
Okay, I'll look into that.
I think
Yeah.
they do, but I'm not sure. I think they can because they're an organization, so they should be able to, and they have events, so they should be able to.
I know Allison has posted events too there, so we have something there.
Yeah.
But like you guys, certain events we didn't post there because they're for members only and things like
Yeah.
that. And they're rather
Yeah.
small.
Yeah, that's fine. But just like what Tracy was saying, when they go, I see the advertisements all the time on Facebook, and they, like Tracy was saying, they pick like a theme that they want to promote. So I know like the big thing is like sunflowers. So they'll pick a couple pictures of sunflowers from, Eastern Connecticut or Litchfield County or wherever, and that's what they'll promote. So, a good way is getting your events on there because it's in Patchogue Forest. So, if they ever see a picture of, the moonlight paddle, happening in Patchogue Forest, they'll put it up on Facebook. So at least that's kind of how it works.
Yeah, that's what their goal is. And the state of Connecticut tourism agencies, tourism money's going towards that, and also through the tourism districts. Where our marketing company's doing that. So
Yeah.
and also it's good for me to know what's going on. So if I know we're doing a topic for the tourism district, that I can reach out to people to see if they want to be included in it too. So
All right. All right. Anything else regarding Eastern Connecticut tourism?
So we have that, and as I mentioned, the welcome centers are opening up, so they're looking for anyone that has brochures. They said just to drop them off to the one nearest you. They're looking at 250 to 500 pieces. So there's that, and there's still talk of the Connecticut building at the Big E, because right now it looks like the Big E's going forward, and they'll look for volunteers to man the welcome center. And so if we had brochures that we wanted to pass out, but we didn't have enough to like staff the welcome center, because they take like hundreds of them for the whole time of the Big E. Like, people go in there and just take brochures. If we don't have enough to do that, we can volunteer and bring some with us and pass out what we have when we're volunteering. So they're looking for people to volunteer for that welcome center up at the Big E too. So in the Connecticut building,
All right.
which I might do, because my parents are working up there at the Big E. They do the New England Grange building, so I might just go up and do it just to hang out. So
Yeah.
Thank you, Tracy.
yeah.
All right. All right. And is that it for Eastern Connecticut tourism?
Yep, I think that's it.
All right. Moving on to trails maps. Jack?
Just similar to what we said at the beginning of the meeting, James has told me today that he anticipates that he will receive them sometime next week. He also indicated to me that he is got a tumor on his head, and
We're on YouTube though.
Oh,
I don't know if we
okay,
want
all
to
right.
talk about medical stuff.
All right, okay. So anyway, if everything turns out okay with that, he's going to try to get that distributed next week, and the maps. So we'll see where they are. He says it takes some time to fold them, but they have been printed and now they're into the folding process. So he's looking forward to having them by the beginning of June.
Okay. Well, that's fine. That falls in line with our timeline. So, and that's about when we get it anyways, right?
Yeah.
So, okay. But that's good that he got approval from Eastern Connecticut Tourism.
Yeah.
So that's good that that we're all set with that. Okay. Anything else?
I told him to get his invoice in too. He's got to get his invoice in before the end of June.
Yep. Okay.
Other
And
than that, we're all set.
okay, I don't know for sure. Again, we might have to ask Julie. A couple months ago, Julie and I were going back and forth, and she might have sent a partial payment to James, because I know he was having a tough time with advertisers. So I don't know for sure, but
You'll be able to check.
yeah. So all right. Moving on to historical updates. Jack, do you have any?
No, I just no. The only thing I have is a question about the Methodist Church, which we have to go back to Tracy.
Yeah,
Any updates?
we're working on the request for proposals, that where we left off before. I just went through and updated the RFP, and I sent it to the town attorney with a goal to have action before winter.
Oh, good.
So that's where that is. And then as far as the Wiley Schoolhouse, When we got the email from the Connecticut Tourism today about the open house day, I was talking with Julie and we're trying to figure out a date for the painting, and that's when we came up with June 5th. And I haven't talked to the Historical Society about it yet, but we're going to try and plan the painting for the schoolhouse on June 5th and hopefully have it ready for the open house. So.
Good. All right.
And then we'll be working on getting the flagpole fixed, and the windows on that building are being like rebuilt because the wood, they're like panel windows and the wood was rotting. So they're working on being rebuilt, and they are intended to be put in after the painting's done. So hopefully that'll be ready by the time the open house is too.
All right.
So we had a whole year of like doing nothing, and we're trying to catch up.
Well, that was because of the COVID.
Yeah.
So, what, if you want, can you go into a little more detail? What, you said you put together an RFP for the Methodist Church, for, what was it, like?
It's a request for proposal. We've over the years, we've had offers for the building itself. Like people want to buy the building and take it apart and move it. We've had many offers for that. So the RFP is an open RFP. It's for proposals for anyone that wants the building. So it's to buy the building and property there and do whatever with it, to buy the building and property there and to rehab it, to buy just the building and move it. We're open to whatever. It's the structural integrity of the building. We either need to put the money into it and have it shored up again, because we did do that. When was that, like 20? We did it a couple of times. So we'd either have to put the money in to do that again, or
At least, Tracy, at least we have to get it inspected first.
Yeah.
Because the last inspector, the report, as I recall, said that this is good for like 24 months or something in that order.
So.
The other question that I have in that regard, and I think that was one of the holding points, was that neighbor next door was adamant that no one can go on his property, even to do any of the renovation work.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that was resolved yet with the attorneys.
Since all that, we've had a new attorney, and it's been passed over to the new attorney, and we're working on reviewing that as well.
Okay. Because when I read, Cheryl, the town clerk, Sadowski, had pulled up from the 1830s original, which is in our land records in town.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I found all that, and I found all of Cheryl's stuff, and I forwarded that all on.
Oh, so. Good, because that clearly to me reads that whoever buys the house next to the Methodist Church understands that the Methodist Church has the right to go on their property to do maintenance work. And that was the original deed.
Yep, that was all sent out also for review. All of the stuff that Cheryl had collected. So it's being worked on.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else regarding historical updates? All right, moving on to the budget. So let's see, to date we have, well, I guess not to date, but as of May 5th, we have $1,347 remaining. The majority of that is set aside for farmers market expenses, so we should be getting into that soon. Also, we have $1,250 for tourism promo and workshops. So we have money set aside for that. The CT Trust for historic preservation, which is what we discussed earlier. We have $100 set aside for that. Looks like we only need 75.
Question mark.
Sure.
Go back to the tourism again.
Yep.
You said there's $1,000. Do you see any expenditures? Tracy had mentioned that she thought maybe Julie had sent James Dodd for the trails maps partial payment. You see any expenditures?
There are no expenditures, but I don't know. So because we already received the check from the grant, I think she used that money. So it may not be represented in this, is my guess.
All right. Well, okay.
Just because.
How about the percentage left, way on the right side of that form
So for which line item?
for the tourism? How much?
Or
how much is
we
the-
haven't spent anything, so it's 0%.
All right. So that means that, to me, she either hasn't entered that payment or she hasn't, or it hasn't been paid. Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
So, and then Diana, we have money set aside for you.
Oh, thank you.
Like to collect that. And then we have $212.90 left over for 99 Main Street, or sorry, 99 Main Internet. We have $628 set aside for the business director. So I know we've talked about doing rack cards that would promote our website. So we can certainly look into that if anyone wants to tackle that project. Then we have $100 set aside for supplies, $150 for dues or conferences. And that's about it. That's it. So that leaves us with $5,347. So any questions?
I can, on the rec cards, I can talk to a Minuteman Press
Okay.
and see what they can do for us for $600.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we were just looking to do something that says, Allentown EDC. I don't know. We can go into details later, but something generic that says, save this rack card and, Allentown EDC, check out our website for a listing of all local businesses.
Yep.
That kind of stuff. And then we can say our annual farmers market, second Saturday in July, and then, ends, what is it, the third, or not Saturday, second Sunday in July, third Sunday in October, I think is what it is. So, but we can go into detail.
Yeah, and then the mailing of that thing, I'll talk to him, but I
Okay.
think that from what I recall, it's like that's a $2,500
Okay.
situation there. So I don't think we're gonna come up with. But I'll call. I will.
Okay. Yeah, and maybe we just do Voluntown. So, because I know in the
Yeah.
past we did Voluntown, Griswold, Preston,
That's right.
so,
Just Voluntown, yeah. See what they come up with.
okay. So that's it for the budget. We've covered all old business, unless, does anyone else have old business? All right, any new business? All right, any suggestions for next meeting?
We got to get together as to our farmer's market, but who's going to set it up, and we got to have a roster of who's going to be there from our EDC to
Yep.
to man it and to keep the checking the numbers of people and that kind of thing, and the policing of it, and there's a bunch of forms too that when I attended that virtual meeting, New England Harvest meeting, they had a bunch of forms that they issued that we could incorporate. I'll see if I can send them out again over the email to everybody, so we can talk about those, of which, again, the most important thing is to have that incident form, a number of copies of the incident form in that loose leaf book, so that if something happens
Yep.
at the market, we have it documented and written down and documented right there with names of witnesses and that kind of thing.
Yeah, yep, I agree. And actually, so I guess we should just quickly discuss, next meeting is typically our last meeting before we take the summer break. So for next meeting, do you guys want to continue doing online, or would you like to do in person? My vote is for online, and then, we'll take the summer off, and then we can determine if we want to proceed, with online, in September or October, or we can do in person when we get done with the farmer's market.
Yeah, I'm okay with logging next month. No big
I'm
deal.
fine with anything.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right, so I guess we'll stick with online for now, and then after the summer, we can discuss meeting in person again.
Yeah, this online's been tough, buddy. I'm like that cable guy. You're like my only friend, and
Soon enough, we'll be back at the market before you know it. I know how much you love that. So, okay. That's all I have. So,
Yeah,
Motion
the
to
other thing-
adjourn.
oh, yeah.
Yeah,
What's that, Jack?
we have to make up a schedule then at our next meeting for who's going to be at what farmer's market, to set it up and schedule
Yep.
who's going to be doing that.
Yep.
We need two guys.
Okay. Yep. We can do that.
A second, the motion to adjournment.
All right. Meeting is adjourned at 8:26.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Thanks.
you. Good night.
Yeah.
All right,
night.
Good night.
Good night.